to make. Hello. Well, I'm here to do the 12-hour marathon, and I think it's 8 o'clock, which means I've got to start. Maybe I've already started with the djembe. Did you just hear the djembe? This is called a guiro. I'm going to make some tiptoe sound with it. Are you ready, children? I'm pretending. Are you ready, children? Hedgehog is in his special hole here in a rather beautiful green box. Boxes are so useful. And down here, I don't think you can see it with the stool, there is a hedgehog. Did I say hedgehog was up here? I think I must have got muddled. Mole is asleep up here. Hedgehog is in the subterranean floor. So he's in the mezzanine floor, you understand. So hedgehog, shall we, come on, I've got a little song. Come on. He just wants to come out. Okay. Oh look, he's coming out. Oh, hello hedgehog. Look, he's woken up. Oh, come on. Well, he's sort of woken up, look. A hedgehog is very prickly. A hedgehog is very prickly. A hedgehog is very prickly. He couldn't be anything else. A hedgehog is very prickly. A hedgehog is very prickly. A hedgehog is very prickly. He couldn't be anything else. Ow! Oh, you are quite prickly, aren't you? What have you got there? Oh. Ah, but if you turn the hedgehog upside down, a hedgehog is very tickly. A hedgehog is very tickly. A hedgehog is very tickly. He couldn't be anything else. Oh! It's quite fun, isn't it? So I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to play it on my guitar. And if you've got a baby near you, I'll tell you what, you could be prodding your baby like this as he's prickly, 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 and then we know what to do with tickles. And if you are a child, I recommend you go up to your daddy or your grown-up friend and you give them a bit of prod, prod, prod all over their backs and then give them a great big tickle at the end. Hedgehog is very prickly. A hedgehog is very prickly. A hedgehog is very prickly. He couldn't be anything else. Are you pudding? Are you prickly? Are you ouch, 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 ouch? A hedgehog is very tickly. A hedgehog is very tickly. A hedgehog is very tickly. He couldn't be anything else. Are you ready?
Hello, my name is Maddie Tilley. I am sitting here on the banks of the Murray River in Australia, and the traditional owners of this country are the Barkinji people. I grew up in a town called Mildura. It's just on the other side of the river there, and it's a very special place. I also grew up with lots of music in my family, and I'm very lucky to have had that, and I hope that all children can have that opportunity. I love the work that Music House for Children do, and I hope that they can continue doing it. Music House for Children is a place that I worked for a year, and I loved working with Ayme Hutchinson and all of the wonderful music educators there. I'm currently a music teacher here in Australia, and I thought I'd share with you some Australian songs. Firstly, I want to introduce you to some superb fairy wrens. They're an Australian native bird. Oops. Hello ukulele. Not ready for you yet though. You might hear some birds in the background. These are my superb fairy wrens. Two little fairy wrens sitting on a wall. One called Peter, one called Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. Can you say that with me? Two little fairy wrens sitting on a wall. One called Peter, one called Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. Two little fairy wrens sitting on a wall. One called Peter, one called Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. Hello. They're pretty cool, aren't they, these fairy wrens? They've got lots of beautiful blue on them. I wonder if you can say that rhyme or sing that song with some birds that live in your town. All right. Now the next song I'd like to join with you or share with you is an Indigenous song, and it's called Maranoa Lullaby. And this song comes from up in Queensland, which is north from here. Mama warano, mara wafano, mara warano, mara wafano. Sleep as falls the dark in your bed of bark. None shall harm you here. Mama watches near. Mama warano, mara wafano, mama warano, mara wafano. Can you go and get a favourite toy or teddy and rock them to sleep? We'll sing another lullaby now. This is a song called The Whole World is Dreaming, and it's written by Mark Seymour, who is an Australian singer-songwriter. Now, can you rock your teddy or dolly or toy to sleep? Or you can just rock along from side to side. And you might hear some beautiful bird sounds in the background. Sleep, sleep now, my love. There's nothing to fear. I'm right here beside you. Fly, fly through the night. The stars in the window are flying above you. Little eyes that shine in the dark. Creatures alive in your heart. Angels will come to carry you home. You're never alone when the whole world is dreaming. Hear the wind in the trees. Night birds are calling. A love song to guide you. High, high on the clouds, the desert is waiting, and her arms will find you. And I'll still be here. Little baby, there's nothing to fear. Angels will come to carry you home. You're never alone when the whole world is dreaming. Angels will come to carry you home. You're never alone when the whole world is dreaming. Bye for now.
La 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 la. I need some more people here, but it doesn't matter because they'll do that instrument and then I'll get my djembe, and actually if they're very, very, very young, are very little, you can get another kind of djembe. This one weighs a ton because it's made out of a different kind of wood. I'm not sure what it is, to be quite truthful. It could be rosewood, but that's a different kind of wood again, but it's extremely heavy. This is made out of bamboo. I can hold it with one hand, and it's fabulous for young children. Da 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 da, boom boom boom, 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 da 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 da, boom boom boom. So all the children can take in turns and playing their special thing. Then we've got my favourite. I actually love this, even though it's jolly noisy. And I'm going to take a wooden spoon because I can't find a proper beater. And it can go ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I would encourage children to find their own rhythm based on a very simple song, little tune, na 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 na, boom boom boom, and so it goes on. Look, I've got so many instruments. I could do a shaker one with my kashishi. And don't tell me you don't know what a kashishi is. It's very simple. It's one of these. It's a kashishi, a basket covered thing with beads. It's hollow in the middle. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Missed out a beat. Da 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 da. Boom boom boom. Ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. If I'm a jazz player, which I'm not, then I could jazz it all up and make it really exciting. As you know, it's all about building on the layers, and funnily enough, that kind of skeletal way of building up the layers, like scaffolding, is very much how I like to think about our opportunities for learning. So we give our children layer upon layers, which they can think about, experience, think, reflect on it, and then take it and do what they will with it. Then there's another layer, and then there's another layer, then there's another layer, and it can all mishmash into one. It's so interesting. And I always think to myself, after 26, 30, actually longer, 30 years in the work that I do, I think I've got about this much knowledge in how young children work. You know, I don't think we ever stop learning from our children. I never ever stop being in total wonderment at what our children can achieve. It's quite special. It's quite special. I feel very blessed also to work with them as well.
Hello, I hope the music marathon is going very well. It's Adam Ockelford here, Director of the Applied Music Research Centre at the University of Roehampton. I'm so pleased to be able to support Ayme in her efforts, because music is, if it's important for all children with early years, it's absolutely crucial for those with special educational needs and disabilities. It really is a lifeline. So, good luck with it all. Bye for now.
I was just given this information. I've been told, and I'm almost quite humbled by the amount of people we've reached over those years. You must remember also, it's not about me, it's about my incredible team of freelance music educators who worked with me, some for many, many years, and this is what we've achieved. Employment for 946 musicians, workshop leaders, teachers, early years specialists, work placement, interns, volunteers. Early years music training for 1,145 music educators. That was before the lockdown. Music sessions, workshops, shows and tales for over 60,000 babies and toddlers. It's quite a lot, isn't it? And some of them are grown up now with their own babies. Music lessons, workshops and concerts for over 70,000 children. 79 special projects and case studies that are all on our website to nurture life, communication and musical skills in baby, young children, children with additional and profound needs, children from pupil referral units and people from very vulnerable circumstances. We reached over 30,000 beneficiaries, their families and siblings over the last 26 years. 70 annual concerts at Bush Hall, our beautiful sister venue, right next door, and various church halls and sites around London. Over 360 musical story tales, workshops and shows performed at festivals, no less, schools and special sites. I presented myself at 24 conferences and educational events. I've celebrated and collaborated and supported with 12 music services, developed and established 6 early years teaching programs, 6 early years training courses for music educators and the early years sector. And also we have performed 9 baby little bird song concerts, not including the ones that we did during lockdown. Goodness, I'm nearly there. We developed and commissioned 22 award-winning early years instruments, many of which you see here that have been created by Drums for School, with Andy Watkin heading up. And we composed and designed and created 6 early years illustrative music books with the help of the wonderful Charlotte Cleveland, our illustrator. Oh, and a bit of personal touch. We've had 3 music house for children staff weddings. We've had 13 music house for children staff babies. And by the way, the 14th was born, when was it, Veronique?
4 days ago?
4 days ago. So shall we give a big cheer to Jess, who's had a baby girl and she's so sad she's not here. Welcome to springtime, to bad weather, to good weather, to laughing a lot. Here it goes. Are you ready? And yes, it's on the album, my first ever album. The little Music House for Children album on Moonbird. And it's called Songs for Children, funny enough. Spotify, can you do the baby boogie, baby boogie boogie, baby boogie boogie all along? I love the baby boogie boogie, the baby boogie boogie, boogie 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 with the song. Can you lift your arms up high? Woo! Can you lift them down low? Can you round and round and around and around? After you fed baby. Windy weather, when the wind blows, we all blow together. And then I go to my baby and I go. Something about blowing is incredibly good for releasing all those toxic signs of stress and the day and stuff that you didn't want to do but you had to do it. Just blow it all out. And these sensory experience by baby is pretty powerful, really. It gives them a sense of awe, where they are. Obviously you can gauge how gentle you have to be with baby when you're blowing.
Hi, I'm the founding director of Gruhn Music in Melbourne, Australia, and I used to work at the Music House for Children in London. I'm sharing with you today a play idea incorporating something I learnt during my time at the Music House, and that is music in silence. So it's pausing to give children moments to explore and collaborate with you to bring forward their own ideas. I'm also a vocal teacher, so I like adding some vocalizations in with that. So I'll show you with my little one. He's baby E, and we'll give it a go. This song's called Tiny Tim. I had a tiny turtle, his name was Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub, oh! To see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap. And now he has a tummy ache. Ooh. Ooh. And a bubble in his throat. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Pop, pop. So as you can see, those moments of silence are so important. They give the child a chance to explore the content, to master the content, and to make it their own. So happy playing, and thanks for listening.
Have you got your box ready? Ready? Sea, the wavy sea. Here is one fish, and here is me. One fish in the water, one fish in. Oh, he's fallen off. Oh dear, and yes, interrupting a song's all right too. I'm going to get the fish back. And by the way, fish wants a friend. So we have one fish in the water. Splash! Did you make the splashing sounds? And where? Oh, here they are. And he wants a friend. Let's take. Oh, look at that. So we take time. Look at the visual colours. Look at the colours. That's right, it's a green one with sparkles. It's sweet, isn't it? And this little fish goes, ready? Splash! Two fish in the water, in the sea. I wonder if I dare try the same tune with the French horn. This is my French horn, and it's curly. It makes lots of interesting sounds.
It is obvious that almost all children love music. They appreciate all kinds of rhythmically organized sound very much. However, the question is, do they also need music for their further development? We know from several studies and from our own personal observation that musical aspects play an important role in human communication, which originally connects melodic or prosodic expressions with gestures. Furthermore, music offers a very rich stimulation to the developing brain. Therefore, if we want that music can deploy its genuine power, we should not only expose our children to all kinds of music, rather we should offer them various options to actively engage with musical interaction through vocalizations and movements, and by this express their feelings and show their needs. From psychological, from social and educational studies, as well as from brain research, we know how important music is with regard to a harmonious development. Therefore, we should do our best to provide our children with a stimulating musical environment independent of the particular cultural background we live in. Music is not only an enjoyable cheesecake, but a nutritious food for children's entire life.
Oh, you don't know the song? I'm singing it in my head. Can you not hear my body singing? That's why I move. It's very focused. Hello. Now I can see my baby. I know it's my Teddy. He's very old, but he's gorgeous and I love him. Now Teddy, pay attention. So we've got eye contact, there's distance, there's bravery, oh, and there's tension and release. All brilliant thing for when you want to pull your hair out. Please don't pull your hair out, just take a deep breath and think about this song. You'll get there, you'll know the song in a minute. Such a lovely song. I'm going to do it with my guitar, so I'm going to put Teddy here because I can't do both. And it goes like this. You ready? Just go along with it. Go for it. Song from Senegal, and you can easily find it on YouTube, or I think it might be in one of my albums. And it's so much fun. You can do it all the time. You can do it after bath time, before bath time, after tea, but do it gently. If you've got a new baby, here's how you can do it. It's absolutely lovely. I've done it several times with my newborn baby classes. It's so special. So you rock. You've got your hands underneath their head. You're lovely and supporting, so the shoulders a bit crunched together just to give them this sense of complete security, attachment, and hey, it's okay. Life's okay. And do you know, I've found so often, particularly with mothers who are actually really troubled, they might have postnatal depression, or they might have other really quite significant issues. What I find is if I just do this, and I don't say anything, I don't sing, they start doing it too. You do, because it's human nature. You can't help but follow in someone else's rhythm. You get into a pattern. It's a rocking pattern. And again, I'm sorry to say, if you can't hear it, well, tough. I can hear the music as I move. Always have done. I don't know what it is. I thought everybody did, but then I told someone, they said, no, I don't hear music when I'm rocking. Anyway. More? I might chatty conversation at this point. Senwa de dende senwa. Senwa de dende senwa. Senwa de dende. Senwa de dende. Always looking. Senwa de dende senwa. And gently on your legs. There's complete trust as long as you're looking. And if they're very tiny, of course, you know, I'm sure if you've got a new baby, that the distance is about 6 inches when they're really tiny, of being able to see clearly. Hence, your voice is so super important. And no, you don't have to be an opera singer, do you? Actually, I'd be worried if I was an opera singer and I was a baby. Can you imagine that? No, not for me, not good. Now, you're on my legs, my long legs, lying down here, and you're nice and cozy. You've got lots of scope to do lots of things. And the important thing again, with your baby, now, if you're about this big, you might be 2, you can do this too, with your dolly. Or another teddy. Look, I've got a very special friend here called Dog. So I can get my special dog. And by the way, my dog has a baby dog, because he's really special. So my dog and my dog's baby can all be together too. And then we can play lots of games with dog. We'll do that in a minute maybe. Let's have a look at baby. Now where were we? 10 miles. Oh yeah. So here's another way of doing that gorgeous song. I'm going to play it with my ukulele this time, because it's actually quite fun to hear it in a different context, slightly different context. But remember, trust. If you aren't comfortable with this, that's fine. If baby's comfortable with it, that's fine. Keep in touch with your eyes. So you don't necessarily need to touch. Keep in touch. There's lots going on there. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a bit out of tune. Even if they're tiny, what they're seeing is your voice. 36 muscles, all in action. Very important. If you're going to go where it's a two-way street going on, it's not about you, is it? It's about him or her or Teddy or dog or whoever you've got on to hand. Stop. Silent. Wait. The world needs more space and time, like that fantastic magazine, the Idler Academy. Patience. Suddenly your baby will go, Not suddenly, because he's thinking about it. And he or she might go, yeah, I quite like that. As baby speaks, says something, moves his face, facial muscle, moves something, squints, wiggles his ear, anything you like, you're going to have a two-way conversation because you'll go, oh. So it's a sort of attunement, things are going on there, attunement, sort of Trevathan type word. Look him up, it's great. And oh, we're going to go on to a new one. And we go, I rather like this little tune, this little poem, very good poem. Get these poems back in action. They go down in history, some of them are several hundred years old. Did you know that? Diddle diddle dumpling baby John went to bed with his trousers on. One shoe off, one shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling baby John.
In our house, our music